Hello my pre-calculus student. In this video we are going to plot polar equation by plotting points. The given equation is r equal to 2 minus 4 times cosine theta. Let's substitute theta for 0 gradient. So we will end up with 2 minus 4 times cosine 0, and that will give us negative 2. So we have the points negative 2, 0. Now every time that we have negative direct distance, so when we plot the point cannot stay on the terminal side. It have to be on the opposite. So therefore we have to plot the point is on the pi, not at 0. Now next one will be pi over 6. So our r will be, so we substitute, and we do 2 minus 4 times cosine of pi over 6, and we end up with the decimal negative 1.5. I'm going to round it to 2 decimal places. So now we plot the points negative 1.5 comma pi over 6. So I'm going to the graph. I'm looking for pi over 6. So again, this is the terminal side of pi over 6, but the point cannot stay on this terminal side. It has to stay on the opposite. So you can look at here. It will be the 7 pi over 6. So now I'm going to plot the point. I'm looking for the distance from the post will be 1.5. So we'll do 1, 2, so 1.5. So far if you connect the points, it will look like this. Next one we go to pi over 3. So it will be 2 minus 4 times cosine of pi over 3. And that will give us 0. So we'll plot the points 0, pi over 3. So look where the terminal side of pi over 3 and 0, so it will be at the post. So it means that I'm going to connect the third point now, so you go all the way to here. Now we substitute theta for pi over 2, so we have 2 minus 4 times cosine of pi over 2. So that will give us 2. So we will plot the point 2, pi over 2. We go to pi over 2 where the terminal side is. I'm looking from the point count 1, 2. So that will be our point number 4. Next we go to the next point, which is 2 pi over 3. So we have 2 minus 4 times cosine of 2 pi over 3. So that will give us 4. So we will plot the points 4, 2 pi over 3. So 2 pi over 3, which is this is the terminal side. From the point we count 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we go ahead and connect the point. Next we come to the next point, which is 5 pi over 6. So we substitute now 2 minus 4 times cosine of 5 pi over 6. And that will give us 5.5. So we plot the points 5.5, 5 pi over 6. So I'm look for the terminal side of 5 pi over 6, and I'm looking for 5.5. So this should from the set that you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5. And then you will connect. The next point will be pi. So 2 minus 4 cosine of pi, and that will give us 6. So we'll plot the point 6 comma pi. So I'm going to look for pi and then 6 comma pi. So it will be the point. Next, we're going to look at the point 7 pi over 6. So 2 minus 4 times cosine of 7 pi over 6. You get 5.5. So we plot the points 5.5 comma 7 pi over 6. So I'm looking for 7 pi over 6, and I'm looking for pi.5, so it will be right here. Now if you have noticed that the 5 pi over 6 and the 7 pi over 6, these 2 points have the same direct distance, the same r. So I can conclude that the symmetries for this graph is respect to the polar axis. Now let's move on to the next one. So we have 4 pi over 3. So we substitute into the formula. So 2 minus 4 times cosine of 4 pi over 3. So that will give us 4. So we plot the points 4 comma 4 pi over 3. So we go look for 4 pi over 3. This is the terminal side for 4 pi over 3, and then count from the pole. Count 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be our point. Now if you go ahead and compare with 2 pi over 3, the 4 pi over 3, and the 2 pi over 3, they have the same direct distance, from the pole, which is the same r. Okay, next, we'll do 3 pi over 2. So we'll do 2 minus 4 times cosine of 3 pi over 2. And that will give us 2, so we will plot the points 2 comma 3 pi over 2. So we go 3 pi over 2, and from the pole you can 1, 2. So again, you can see right here that the polar axis is the symmetry of the graph. Okay, next we're looking at 5 pi over 3. So 2 minus 4 times cosine of 5 pi over 3. And that will give us 0. So we plot the point 0 comma 5 pi over 3. So go to the graph at 5 pi over 3, the point 0, so that will be the same thing as the pole. Okay, next point. will be 11 pi over 6 to the 2 minus 4 times cosine of 11 pi over 6, and that will give us negative 1.5. So we'll plot the points negative 1.5, comma 11 pi over 6. So first I'm looking for 11 pi over 6 now. Since the direct distance from the pole, which is r, is a negative number, we cannot put the points on the terminal side of 11 pi over 6. We have to look for the opposite, which is the same thing as 5 pi over 6. And we're looking at the points on this opposite direction. So the value is negative 1.5, or in this case be 1.5. So count from the pole, we count 1, 2. So 1.5 is right here. So again, you can see that your polar axis is the symmetry of the graph. So half of the graph above and half of the graph below. And the last point will be 2 pi. 2 pi, so we do 2 minus 4 times cosine of 2 pi. So that will give us negative 2. So we plot the points negative 2, comma 2 pi. So again, this is the 2 pi terminal side, but since the direct distance from the poles is negative, then you have to look for the opposite direction to look at pi, and then you want it to be negative 2. So this is the point. So that's it. We complete the graph. So this is the graph of the equation 2 minus 4 times cosine of x. Now this type of curve, so I'm going to write here, this type of graph we call this, it's called a Limacon. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please write your own summary. Goodbye.